Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me guys, now we start the video. Oscar de la Hoya does a 180 on Gervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia negotiations. On multiple occasions, lightweight star Ryan Garcia has been accused of publicly announcing big fights and using the announcements as a way to stay relevant in the public eye. Garcia will reveal he is fighting a big-named boxer in the 135 division, and then later down the road, he would fight nobody at all or a lesser opponent. After his January 2021 win over Luke Campbell, Garcia called out Gervonta Davis. A few weeks later, Garcia switched up and declared he would face Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition match. The exhibition turned into an official match, and then the bout didn't happen at all, as Pacquiao and Garcia never faced each other inside of the ring. Instead of fighting Manny Pacquiao, Garcia had scheduled a clash between he and Javier Fortuna. But Garcia withdrew from the match in order to deal with his mental health issues. In October 2021, Garcia and Roger Diaz were scheduled to face each other. But a week later, Garcia suffered a hand injury, and the fight was postponed. 2 months later, Garcia once again called out Gervonta Davis and accused Davis of fighting a C-level fighter. After his victory over Santa Cruz, Davis addressed Garcia's challenge during his post-press conference. He is a social networks fighter. We don't worry about him. He is a pretty girl. He just likes to talk. Fast forward to the present day, and once again, Ryan Garcia is publicly challenging Gervonta Davis. But Davis, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez have given Garcia the label of a person who is all talk and no action. Garcia's rivals have caught on to his tactics, and they have worked to disregard anything Garcia verbally says or posts on social media. Garcia seems adamant about finally fighting Gervonta Davis, but it appears another member of Golden Boy is pulling the switch-up maneuver. After the Virgil Ortiz vs Michael McKinson weighed in, Oscar de la Hoya did an interview with Fight Hub TV to give an update on the Davis vs Garcia negotiations. Everybody's eager about that fight. That's the only fight that Ryan wants. That's the only fight that Tank wants. Look, we're talking, so it's a great start. To get to talk to the other side is a great start, so we won the fight, De La Hoya stated. Former world champion in 4 weight categories Adrian Broner advises promising lightweight Ryan Garcia at this stage of his career to forget about the fight with the WBA regular title holder in his weight category, Gervonta Davis. I don't think Ryan should ever step into the ring with a tank. Yes, my word sounds crazy, especially when you look at the fact that I love Ryan. Ryan called me and we'll discuss everything. You have to understand that I really have a warm relationship with all these fighters. When Garcia had all these problems, he called me. I'm not going to tell you what we talked about with him. I just feel that he doesn't need to get close to the tank at this stage of his career. I know it's a very big fight, but there is no need to chase him right now. Listen, bro, I don't mess with this guy Davis right now. Leave him alone, Bruner said. Devin Haney slams Ryan Garcia's resume. Why are we even talking about him? The absolute world champion Devin Haney has fired shots at a potential future opponent of his. The current undisputed lightweight champion, who dethroned Haney Kambosos Jr., is currently preparing for a rematch against the Australian. But the American star has hit out at former WBC silver lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, accusing the pretty boy of clout chasing. In a recent interview, Haney, who has a record of 28-0 with 15 quick finishes, said Ryan Garcia just uses other fighters' names to sell his fights, and then after his fight, he fights nobody.